This story was sent to me by Darian McNeil, and it is coming out of Ohio, where you have this young lady by the name of Nakia Crawford who lost her life violently due to, I guess you can call it a drive-by. You might as well call it that. So basically, before I get into the article, what happened was first off, she just graduated from high school. As a matter of fact, this is a picture of her in her cap and gown. And she was going to go to school to study IT. That alone just makes it even more devastating because there's not a lot of black people in that field, unfortunately. But that's what she was going to go to school to study. And she was out with her grandmother when some random car, a dark car with tinted windows, pulled up beside her and her grandmother and shot into the car multiple times. Now, her grandmother survived, but she unfortunately lost her life. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the article. Nakia Crawford, an Akron, Ohio teen, had a bright future and college plans ahead of her when a gunman pulled alongside her car and ended her dreams and her life. Police in Akron are searching for Crawford's killer. The 18-year-old recent high school graduate was shot multiple times and killed on June 14th, a Sunday, as she sat in her vehicle with her grandmother at an Akron intersection. She left behind a heartbroken family community. That's crazy. And the thing is, who knows if this was somebody that knew her or knew her grandmother, or this was just a random attack. Black Lives Matter Mayor Dan Horgan said to News 5 Cleveland that Nakia Crawford's life mattered. Crawford recently posted a series of high school graduation photos in a cap and gown to thank God for blessing me to be able to walk the stage. On her birthday last year, she posted on Facebook that she was blessed to see 18. And what's so crazy about it is who would have thought months later that she would not even be able to see past 18? This is, and by the way, this is from Heavy.com, so you know they give those 5 facts you need to know. This is Crawford was shot by a gunman who opened fire into her car. 18-year-old Nakia Crawford just graduated from North High School in Akron. Police today are searching for a suspect in her murder yesterday at 1:25 p.m. just north of downtown Akron on North Howard Street. Police reports indicate a car pulled up next to Nakia and someone opened fire into her car. Her grandmother was in the car and was not injured. Nakia passed away at a local hospital. Police are investigating whether the shooter was a white male, according to News 5 Cleveland. On social media, relatives described Crawford's killer as a white male. Police said in a statement that they found Crawford shot to death in her car at East, North, and North Howard Streets. There have been no arrests made, and the suspect is described as unknown. Police are seeking a dark sports car with tinted windows. They released an image of the vehicle. The city of Akron Police Department has released these images of what they believe may be the car involved in the murder of Nakia Crawford. And then it says, if you have any information, please contact the Akron Police Department Detective Bureau. Police wrote of the vehicle. Detectives believe the pictured vehicle may be involved in a homicide that occurred yesterday in North Howard. David James wrote in a statement, "Our children hold the promise of tomorrow inside themselves. We never know what each child may carry that will end up benefiting society or helping others. But waiting and watching as children grow into adults and begin to make a difference in the world around them is exciting to see." Crawford, who loved history and was remembered as hardworking, was excited about graduation. And it also says that family and friends expressed great grief and tributes to her on social media. This is a sad case all the way around. And Darian, I have responded back to him. I said, this reminds me so much of the story of the young lady who, I want to say it was back in 2017. Remember, I had followed that story where you had this young lady who was driving. She had just graduated from high school, getting ready to go to college like the next month, and she was getting supplies and stuff for her dorm, to carry, go to school. And I believe this happened in Delaware, where you had her. She was driving, and apparently some palm-colored male who was older than her got upset. Like I told you, like that road rage thing is no joke, and he got mad because I guess she cut him off into oncoming traffic, and he felt offended by it, that he ended up pulling up beside her and rolling down his window and shooting into her car. And I believe the bullet went into her head, and she crashed into an embankment, and of course she died instantly. And that piece of crap is currently still in jail. I think he's in jail for life, if I'm not mistaken. If he's not in there for life, he should be. And if he's not, he definitely has a lot of years under his belt, because I followed that case until it was over with. One of the few instances where justice was actually served. But I do hope that they find the person that actually did this. And it's crazy because, like I said, you don't know if it was random or if it was a hit. But they said they described the person as possibly a white male. I don't know if y'all recently heard, and I may or may not do a video about it, but I'm talking about it now. But I believe somewhere, I want to say, was it Atlanta? It was somewhere, I can't remember, where you had some PC male literally did a drive-by and shot 7 black people. I don't know if they all died, but I know they were shot. We're going to have to be very, very, I guess you could say, vigilant when it comes to the state we are currently in right now, because they are not letting up. They are now getting even more, I wouldn't say emboldened, they've already been there, but they are now really, really revving it up. It's sad that this young girl lost her life, especially since she had her whole life ahead of her. Like, she just graduated from high school, and in the midst of everything that's going on, and who would have thought that now she is, I guess you could say, another hashtag. It's crazy how all that happened. And I can't even imagine what her grandmother's going through, because she had to sit there and not only almost die herself, but have to witness her granddaughter being murdered like that, like right beside her. That's crazy. But I hope they find that piece of shit that actually did this, and they need. I'm all for jungle justice. I am. That good old street justice, just put them out there and let the people go in. I think that's something they need to allow to happen when it comes to cases like these. In my honest opinion, I bet you they'll stop them, but then again, they probably won't. If it's embedded in them to be this violent and to act this way, they're going to continue to do this over and over and over again. But I do offer my condolences to this girl's family, especially her grandmother and all of her friends, her teachers, and anybody she was associated with.